Thanks for being on the show that brings you everything creative in our community, from Louisville, live entertainment, arts, and news. Today, our special guests are Andy and Sean from Strung Out Loud. Hey, guys.
Woo!
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Woo!
Thanks for having us.
They're going to be performing for
It was
us.
wild.
She's excited.
Sean, I got to
very
be honest,
excited.
after that intro, I'm kind of spent. I might have to just go home and rest.
Very dramatic entrance.
I'm such a big fan. I just recently discovered them, and their music is so high energy. Which is my style. So I can't wait for them to perform.
Absolutely.
Thank
I
you.
know the viewers, too, are listening that are looking forward to it as well. But we need to make a few quick announcements. We want to say thank you to our sponsors for the show. Studio 502 is a comprehensive full-service design firm focused on customized event planning, offering cutting-edge services. If you're looking for an intimate group of one or one of 7,000, check them out at LouisvilleStudio502.com or call 502-230-1772.
Diamond Pub and Concert Hall, 630 Barrett Avenue in the Highlands in Louisville, Kentucky, 40204. The capacity for staged events is 789 in a non-smoking facility. Green room beside stage has private interest from private tour bus parking. Contact booking manager Cole Cutchins at 502-690-7040.
Louisville Arts Live is proud to be sponsored by Crescent Hill Radio. Crescent Hill Radio is a nonprofit internet radio station dedicated to bringing local and regional produced music, performance, community, radio content to the Louisville area and the world. We broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with no commercials. Check us out at crescenthillradio.com for more information.
Glass Tank Productions, all right now, is a grassroots record label here in Louisville, Kentucky, with dedication to artist right as well as out-of-the-box marketing. Check them out at glasstankproductions.com. Live arts events.
All right, folks, guys, thank you so much for being here today. We're looking forward to some great music from Strung Out Loud. We want to welcome again Andy and Sean from Strung Out Loud. Guys, what do you guys think about the Louisville music scene in general?
Oh, Louisville music scene's a good time, man. That's the one thing I've noticed. I mean, I moved down, almost 2 years ago now?
I guess.
Something like that.
You know
and coming from where I came from, Youngstown music scene is a little iffy. But down here, everybody's friendly, everybody's a good time, and everybody seems to support each other. And
It's a great community.
You know, there's a lot of
Great
good stuff.
music
And then, like,
community.
the thing that you guys do on Wednesdays, you don't see that everywhere, you know, especially with that many people coming out to support it. So I love it. It's great.
Great, thank you. And Robin, let me ask you, you are coming back to Louisville for a visit, but what do you think about the Louisville music scene?
Thank you. Yeah, I am coming back to Louisville. I'm so happy to be home. And I gotta say this real quick. I love Diamond's Pub, and I hope that they love me back after I butchered their commercial. I love you, Diamond's Pub. Y'all are awesome. Love me back. So I love the Louisville music scene. I really do. There was a time in my life where I was actually a very active member of the Louisville music scene. I had performed with Soul River Brown and the Foundations, which you've got to check them out. They perform at Louisville at Maiden 502 all the time, and I love that group. I really miss it, but being in New York, I can't perform with them anymore. But the music scene here in Louisville, I think, is like no other because it has an originality to it, and there's a realness and there's a rawness to it that you really can't find anywhere else. It's not manufactured. No one that you hear here in Louisville, in any venue, any type of music that it is, it's definitely from the heart, and it's definitely original, and that's something that is rare.
Absolutely. And I really think that Louisville has the potential to become the next great city.
Oh, definitely.
With all of the arts and the community and the infrastructure that we have. And the collaboration that's going on in Louisville, that's exciting.
Well, dude, it's already a great big city. There's so many people that are from Louisville that are famous now. One that we went to school with, Nicole Scherzinger. There's name dropping. There's so many others. Diane Sawyer, and I mean, there's many that are just from Louisville that are just doing great things now. And if it wasn't for Louisville as a background to nourish the arts, it wouldn't be. So I think it's already a great city when it comes to entertainment.
Great, absolutely, and I agree with that. And speaking of great things, you've left Louisville and are currently living in New York. Is that right?
I am.
Can you tell us a little bit about the culture of New York and what the pros and cons are for you, a Louisville native, relocating to New York?
Oh man, it's definitely a different experience. I do not drive at all. So I came back to Louisville and I was like, I need a car now. Louisville, the difference between New York and Louisville, I mean, it just depends. There's a different speed. People say, I think Louisville has an upbeat speed and pace anyway. The people here, we're about what we want to do, and so is New York. So for me, that transition was not a big deal, but it does cost a lot to live in New York. And there's a lot of walking. The culture is definitely different. It's on a bigger scale. It's definitely on a bigger scale. So when you come to New York, you definitely have to have your A game, or you find out really quickly that you need to have your A game and get it together. So, and I think that Louisville prepared me a lot for New York as far as what's in my repertoire and knowing music. A lot of the dancers that I know in New York are actually from Louisville, and that training. So not a lot of other people get to experience.
Absolutely. And so, Robin, if you don't mind, can you kind of, for our viewers and listeners, can you kind of explain a little bit of what you do and what your area of expertise is and your talents and where they lie and what your strengths and your weaknesses, likes and dislikes, a little bit of that?
Well, I'm not going to tell you my weaknesses. Superman doesn't tell you he can't deal with kryptonite, but I definitely will tell you I am a singer. I'm a singer and an actor. Let me tell you the reason I went to New York is kind of interesting. I had decided, because I've been performing in Louisville for so long, and a lot of things weren't happening in the manner that I wanted to happen. We get discouraged, and I decided not to do it. And I went to college, and I went to college in Texas, and I went to college in Oklahoma. And while I was in Oklahoma, there was a reality show that was casting, and I decided, and again, the only reason I went to audition was because I was heavily influenced by Nicole Scherzinger, just watching her and her life and how she decided to just go for it. No matter what she did, she just went for it. And I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to go for it. And I auditioned and I got on it. I got on a show that was on NBC for one season called Clash of the Choirs. And that was amazing. I sang with Blake Shelton, who's on NBC on The Voice. And I got there and I was like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And so school ended that year, and I went back home for a little bit. I came back to Louisville a little bit and just mapped out what I wanted to do and moved to New York. And then I just kept auditioning, went to classes and everything. I auditioned for the Metropolitan Opera and got in. And so I did a 3-year run that just ended in Wagner's Das Rheingold with the whole ring cycle. So that was fun. I played a Nibelungen, and that was amazing. And that's basically what I do. I did a show called I Love My Wife So I Will Not Cheat, where I played Linda McIntyre, who was being blackmailed into seducing the lead character Donnell, and that was a lot of fun. And you can actually look that up on YouTube. I Love My Wife So I Will Not Cheat, and you'll get a dose of me being uncharacteristically sexy. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in pre-production for a film that will be shot pretty soon, and I'm not going to tell you about it. I'll just say keep posted, keep checking me out on Twitter at the R Michelle, and you'll find out information like that and listen to my crazy rants. It's a lot of fun.
Well, folks, if you're just tuning in, this is Robin Michelle Taylor. She is a Louisvillian who has swung into the studio today to help us as a guest host. We also have Andy and Sean from Strung Out Loud, who's going to be performing here in a little bit. Great music. So if we can, let's get to Andy and Sean. Guys, thanks again for coming to the studio and performing here for us.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so guys, how long have you been playing together? Tell us a little bit about what kind of got you guys together and what you're doing going forward.
It was Craigslist. We blame it all on Craigslist. That magical website of like weirdness. I don't know, but yeah, did I post or did you post? I don't remember now.
You did.
I posted.
I was in a full band called .10, and we are a 4-member band, and we were looking for a second guitarist. So I was searching through Craigslist, and there was his ad. So
My ad read, "Desperate guitarist needs money." That's what worked.
So that was in December of 2012 when you joined the band,
Yeah.
or 2011. So all of 2012 we were together as .10, and he and I started the acoustic project just to make some extra money, and we started writing originals together. We both had similar styles, so it just worked out. So we've been performing together as an acoustic duo over the last year and a half almost, and yeah, we've been working on our originals and getting ready to release a full CD.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How did you discover your sound? It's very exciting, very upbeat and electric.
is.
How did you discover that?
Well, we both drink a lot of caffeine.
Heine Brothers, I hope.
I think there's a big
It is.
80s influence in our music.
Yeah, Andy's
It kind of comes through.
she's a big fan of like No Doubt, Paramore, and stuff like that, and it's all upbeat. And I come from like Van Halen and Motley Crue and Slayer.
It's just like clash of all that mixed together.
We like stuff to go fast. Like we, slow. I fall asleep, and she has to push me and wake me back up. So faster's better.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's get to a fast song then. What are we going to play?
Well, it's not going to sound as fast in acoustic style, but
We'll do our best.
still a fun song. We like this. It's called Like an Animal.
Swear I tried so hard to catch your eye in my mind. I swear I do my best. It's no use, you were blind to what I do for you. If you want me to, I'm invisible. Ooh, that won't stop me when I know what I want. I'm on it like an animal. I'm ready for the attack. I'm ready like an animal. Whoa, Should've shout aloud and make you listen to me. Should've spelled it out. If I did, would you read and understand my heart? Let me play the part. Just give me a chance. You won't regret it. When I know what I want, I'm on it like an animal. I'm ready for the attack. I'm ready like an animal. Whoa. compass. It's no use you blind to what I do for you. If you want me to, oh, when I know what I want, I'm on it like an animal. Ready for the attack, I'm ready like an animal. Whoa, when I know what I want, I'm on it like an animal. I'm ready for the attack, I'm ready like an animal.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Thanks, everyone.
The crowd goes wild. How'd those people get in here?
We have them hidden. They're behind you.
All right, so guys, if you're just tuning in, we've got Andy and Sean from Strung Out Loud. They just performed an original song for us. So, guys, what inspired you to write that song? What's it about? What does it mean to you?
This is a great story. Not really. I sometimes would write just by singing in the kitchen or wherever. That's where I came up with this idea. I just started singing it, and then I wrote a song around it. And I remember telling Sean, I thought it was the lamest song ever. I thought it was so lame, like an animal, but I couldn't get it out of my head, and I kept singing it. So, yeah, I finally shared that, and it's just about going after what you want, and that's pretty much
See, I
what
thought
it's
you were
about.
like watching nature programs or something.
Pouncing.
The
Cheetah.
leopard stalks through the woods.
I have a question, guys. Your name is hilarious. How did you come up with it?
Wow, I don't even remember what we're like
You came
searching for some kind of name. Strung out. Oh,
You
yeah.
said strung out, and I said
Because I
out
was feeling
loud.
strung out at the time.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It was
So
like
it was kind of like, what was the electric company show? You say strung out loud. Strung out loud. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
It was kind of like that.
It was
It was
indeed.
a phone conversation, but it happened like that.
Yeah,
Nice.
we lucked into that one because we're trying to come up with a new name for this full band project, and we can't come up with anything. We had like
It's all
1,000
taken.
different things, and
Every time we come up with something and we're really excited about it, we Google it, and there's like 5 bands with that name already.
Oh, boo. Well,
Okay.
this one's great.
Well,
Thank
folks, you heard it first. Post up your suggestions, any questions, comments that you would like. We've got you on Facebook, Louisville Arts Live, or Twitter. So post any questions or comments or suggestions for their next band name. So let me ask you, you guys have some great dynamics and great chemistry, it looks like. More than anything, you guys sound great. But what do you think that attributes to? I mean, what qualities about you guys as musicians do you think makes it better for you guys to perform together?
I think we got a good sense of humor, so we can it's just, I think right from the start, it's been kind of an easy partnership musically. Sometimes you can find people that you try to work with, and there's just like that. There's some kind of tension there or something like that. But we don't have that. We just kind of go out there and play, and whatever happens, we just roll with it, and
Have a
Sweet.
good time with
it's
it.
always about having a good time with it. So
But it's definitely a shared passion and dedication. We both put in the hard work and the time, and we love it so much that, there's no slacking. Put
Yeah.
it that way. We are just both ready to run with it, and I
Yeah.
think that kind of dedication and passion towards it, really.
yeah, we're good at neglecting all the other stuff we're supposed to be doing when we're writing
Exactly.
music. So.
We've got a Facebook question.
If anybody wants to clean my house,
I know that's right. Free trip to New York. Come clean my house.
okay.
There's a deal being struck.
We've got a Facebook question, and I'm familiar with Napoleon from Napoleon Dobbins, and I believe it's for everyone. So I'm gonna let you guys answer. Well, y'all are funny. I'll answer, and then y'all can answer. The Napoleon Dobbins question is: what has been your biggest challenge staying focused on your career? And I think that is such a good question.
Yes.
For me, it's a drive. And I'm sure Strung Out Loud can feels this way. When there's something that you want to do, there's a passion, you really can't breathe unless you're doing it. For me, it feels like someone is sitting on my chest unless I am singing, unless I am acting, I'm dancing, I'm performing. And so that's my drive. Being in New York has taken me to my highs where I've traveled around the country and some other places in the world, performing, and then it's taken me to my lows where I have not been doing that at all, but no matter what, that the outcome is going to be prosperous or fruitful for you if you're just, doing what you love. That's basically what you want to do. That's what keeps me focused. So what are y'all's focuses?
No, I think we get the same thing where if, as an artist or as a musician or an actor or anything like that, I think if you're not working or you don't feel like you're going to be working or you don't feel like you're working towards some kind of goal, it feels kind of claustrophobic, like oh, what am I doing with myself, because every minute seems like a minute wasted. So,
exactly.
And that's what pushes us too, we find ourselves, sometimes you get stuck in a rut, or you're trying to, work your way out of this or that or whatever, but
Some of the jobs paying the bills get in the way.
Yeah, that kind of stuff does, and it can feel like you're tripping over yourself sometimes trying to get stuff done, but I think the way me and you combat it is just to play as much as possible. I mean, we book as much. Andy books us like crazy, and we try to stay focused on that. And when we're not doing that, we're trying to come up with a band name. We're trying to come up with the next song or whatever. So as long as there feels like there's momentum, you feel good, and when it slows down, you don't. So it just keeps pushing you along.
You find the time to do what you want to do.
Yeah,
yeah.
the time.
You make the time.
Push a
Figure
bunch
it
of other
out.
stuff out of the way.
Well, it's also passion's a driving force, but it feeds itself. It's almost centric.
Centrifugal.
Yes, absolutely.
That word.
That word, yes.
I didn't know there's going to be math involved.
Everyone, please get out your dictionaries and your thesauruses.
All right, folks, if you're just turning in, we've got Andy and Sean and Robin Michelle Taylor, who's our guest host today. Andy and Sean with Strung Out Loud. They're going to be performing another song for us. Guys, what do you have next?
You ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
All right. It's called Let Go. It's still kind of rocking, but it's a little bit on the sweeter side at times.
Our sweet side. Aw. All right, let's try it out.
You don't know the battle I'm fighting inside. Confidence is sinking as the weight crushes my pride. My heart just caves in. You don't see the hurt you're causing. Feels like you dug your claws in. You are tearing me apart. Oh, I don't want to own you. It's out of my control. I don't want to own you. You've got some kind of hold on me, and I know I need to let go. Let go. You don't see the conflict inside my head. My mind's always on the run. Some things are better left unsaid. You're on the tip of my tongue, so you know the hurt I'm feeling. Now it's my heart that you're stealing, and you're tearing it apart. Oh, I don't want to own you. It's out of my control. inside. Let go. 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 Let go.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
Sean wanted to call that song "Hold On." But I told him it didn't make any sense.
But then I dropped something and it turned into Let Go. The one thing
that was
about our
corny.
songs is we try to make it so you always know what the name of the song is because we say the title a lot.
You know what though? I see the symmetry of holding on and letting go.
You know,
I'm not gonna get deep.
it's too late. It's too deep
ooh,
now.
ooh.
Now you got me thinking.
Hey, what inspired you to write this little ditty?
It's kind of about wanting something that you know you shouldn't, and so, I don't know. I think everybody goes through things like that in life, and
Yeah, I think for musicians that's a common theme. You know,
yes,
there's always stuff that you got to give up to get what you want, and things you know. It's just one of those things. So it's kind of written around that idea.
Exactly. Nice. Do you write all your own music?
yes,
Sweet.
yeah. Well, I'm good at lyrics. I've been writing songs since I was probably 10 years old, and that's where my passion is. I don't know if I'm good at it, but I like to think that I am. I love to write lyrics and melodies, and then that's where Sean comes in.
Nice.
Yeah, I listen to that stuff, and then I mess it all up, and then she tells me it's wrong, and I'm like, oh my god, I got to fix it.
Hardly.
That's how it goes.
Well, y'all are doing great so far, if I might say so myself.
Nice.
Absolutely.
We played out late last night, so my voice is a little scratchy.
Yeah.
Or as you
mine
were saying
too.
last night, a little hoarse. But I'm not a pony. so-
A little pony.
Well, folks, guys, being out in the music scene, is there anybody locally that you're influenced by or that you admire? Or
Ooh, locally, boy, who did we hear? Who was on when we were playing at Gerstle's? Who was the band that was in the front, man? Who we went and watched?
Don't remember.
Oh man, I'm trying to remember who the heck
What
that
day was it? What day was it?
Oh
I
man,
was-
it's actually been about a month ago. See, that's great. I bring up this band like, oh, I'm gonna pump this band up. I can't remember who the heck it was.
So,
Yeah.
listeners, what you need to do, go to your computers and research. Go to Gerstle's a month ago.
You know,
And-
yeah, go back there and look. No, the truth is, you know what? Go out to to any music venue, especially the ones that specialize in some original music or that have some original bands out there. Do yourself a favor if you don't do it. Go out there and listen. You'd be surprised at how good some of the
Yeah.
stuff is out there that you hear. And it doesn't matter if you want just some dirty rock and roll. You want to hear some awesome jazz. You want to hear some some great funk or something like that. The good thing about Louisville that I've noticed is it's not clicky, and on the same
Right.
stage you'll see three bands that do three different things, and they're all good at it. So go out and check it out.
Everybody has a great time. Let
Yeah.
me ask you this: what advice would you give to those listeners who are wanting to pursue this, or maybe feeling a little timid, or they're just not feeling like they're there yet? What inspiration can you give them so they can be on this show and be awesome?
So go back to school and don't mess with it.
No, all I can say is if it's something that you love, you just have to put yourself out there, and you have to, look for the right people to work with, and you just have to keep pushing. If it's something that you love so much and you're passionate about, you have to do what you love and do what you have to make it happen.
Right.
And above all else, practice. Like, just play a lot. Play a lot in your bedroom. Play a lot. Whatever it is that you
Sing
do.
in the shower, in
whether
the
you're
car.
acting, whether you're playing, whether you're singing, just do it like crazy when nobody's listening, so you're ready to roll when people are.
And
speaking of which,
sorry.
if you don't mind, how many hours do you guys practice a week, and how often do you guys play out?
We could play out.
Every weekend. we
Yeah.
play
Nice.
out.
We're doing between 8 and 9 shows a month right now, and as far as practice goes, I probably play on my own. I don't know, 8 to 10 hours a week.
Wow.
Just
I'm always singing.
because I'm getting old, my fingers are slowing down. So if I don't practice,
Yeah.
things don't work anymore.
As
but
far as the acoustic, as far as Strung Out Loud, that's part of what we're using to fund the original project, and we love doing that. It's a lot of fun. But those are mostly covers. So we're playing out so much we don't really have to practice. So what we're really doing is playing out every weekend and then trying to get as much recording done during the week and writing and, you know, still pushing, moving forward on getting the CD done.
We're
It's our
starting to
focus
recruit
right now.
band
so,
members.
Yeah.
That's something I was actually going to touch on. I think that it's one of the things that has helped me in New York was working with people in Louisville, because there's a lot of Louisvillians that have migrated to New York, and a reason I've gotten some of the work that I've gotten is because I kept those friendships and those contacts and relationships here. And so would you say that's the same thing with you guys and your projects that you're pursuing as well, just creating those contacts?
Right. People that we've known for a while. We've got some people in mind that are in other bands right now, but we've got our eye on them.
We're going to steal them. You know what? You bring up a good point. You know, everybody always says, "Oh, it's who you know," but
It is.
in a way, it's who you know, but it's also like you want to be, you know, you want to be as much help to other people as they will be to you. It's a lot of it has to do with going out there with a, you know, with the right kind of attitude, the right kind of personality. Be one of those people that's, you know, when something pops up, like, hey, would you be interested in doing this? Don't second guess it. Go try it, because you never know. You know, you never know what you're going to jump into. Like just coming out to Louisville Arts Live, you know, I had never been to it before. I don't think you'd been to it before,
No,
right?
I hadn't.
And we came out and were pleasantly surprised by just how much different stuff there was. It's
It
awesome
was
to
awesome.
see.
Poetry, art,
Yeah, just
jewelry,
all
body
kind
painting.
of great stuff going on.
It was
at one
cool.
place, you know.
Yeah.
And me, after the body painting, I've never looked so good.
You were sparkly. He's sparkling.
He had
I won't tell anybody
butterfly
about it.
painted on his face.
It
I
was
think.
awesome.
Well, going back to your original project, for all the other artists that you don't maybe steal or borrow from another band, you're going to be doing some, I don't know, Craigslist postings or anything along those lines?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're just going to kind of ask around a little bit and see who might be interested. Because the one thing that's important is that you know, whoever's into it likes the music and is really into it for what it is, you know. Because as with most original things, when it gets started, it's not going to be about the money, you know. It'd probably be a break even or a loss.
Absolutely.
But what we're interested in is just getting it out in front of as many people as we can, and, you know, hopefully people like it. So
Do you guys have or maybe I'm jumping the gun, I was going to ask a website or a link or something where people can, I know you have a Facebook fan page, because I am one of your Facebook fans.
Well, we have Strung Out Loud right now on Facebook, and that is where we're going to push this original project until we come up with a cool enough name.
I think it's an awesome name right now.
Thanks.
I really do.
Yeah, that's we're gonna post a new song after you guys play. You guys get to play it first, which is awesome. We're gonna post it up there, and then you know, as things progress and we start picking people up and pick a name and put on some cool clothes and sunglasses and take pictures, all that stuff. But
It's going to be like an
it'll all be up
avalanche.
there.
It's all coming down.
Can I beatbox
Fast.
on your album?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
We actually have a part there that would fit perfect in, but
Yes.
My little rappy part.
Yeah.
Yes.
See how it happens, folks? See how it happens.
Just like that.
But if you guys are just tuning in, we've got Andy and Sean from Strung Out Loud in the studio. They're going to be performing here with us. They've got another song. What are you guys going to be performing?
It's called Slow Down.
it's actually really fast.
Is it? Let's do it.
All right, let's see how it goes.
Look at you, such a hotness. Hey, you're just doing what you do best. Though you're doing wrong, but you won't confess. Think they love you more, but they love you less. Just slow down. You're living way too fast. Your volume turned up so loud. Speakers on full blast. fast, your volume turned up so loud. Speakers on full blast, oh baby, just slow down. Living way too fast, your volume turned up so loud. Speakers on full blast, slow down, slow down, slow down. Woo! Look at you, such a hot, hot mess. Just do what you do best. Look at you, such a hot, hot mess. Hey, you just do what you do best. Slow down. You're living way too fast. Your volume turned up so loud. Speakers on full blast. Oh, baby, just slow down. You're living way too fast. Your volume turned up so loud. Speakers on full blast. Oh, baby, just slow down. You're living way too fast. Your volume turned up so loud. Speakers on full blast. Oh, baby, just slow down. Slow down, slow down. You're moving way too fast now, baby. You got to slow down. You better slow down. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Great job.
Thanks a lot.
Woo!
Does it make sense that it's called Slow Down, but it speeds up?
Yeah.
See,
That's
we
what
like
makes
to
it
deal
awesome.
in opposition.
Nah, that
That's
song
a
is
word.
really kicking when it's got full band behind it.
Drums and harmonica and slide whistle. That's the best.
By the way, I
Sweet.
should mention, because Sean played all the guitars and bass
Wow.
and put the original little drum tracks in there. But
Oh,
on the actual studio recording, that will be the final. Van Campbell was the drummer.
Van's
that.
awesome.
He is the man.
Van's like, I don't know, you guys should look up Van Campbell and just check out what he's been involved with and stuff. He's played with like Bonnie Prince Billy, and you know he does some stuff down around Nashville, but he's from here.
He is solid.
Awesome drummer, just kicking the heck out of the
Yeah,
drums and
we
fun
really
to
enjoyed
record
working with him.
because we'd be recording tracks we recorded at Head First Media over on Goss Avenue.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's
it is.
great.
That's a nice one.
Awesome studio. Anybody that's looking to record should go and check those guys out. One of the best sounding live rooms I've heard. Anyhow, we'd be recording over there and looking out the window, and Van's in there recording and spinning his sticks at the same time. So stuff like that's
Whoa.
just fun, you know.
He is
It's exciting to watch.
Guys, on your project that you're working on, what's your goal? I mean, release date for the album, and are you guys doing any kind of funding projects for it or assistance?
Now,
Ooh,
Strung
we
Out Loud's like
should.
our funding project.
Yeah.
It's like our Kickstarter, sort of. But yeah, we haven't tried any of that stuff yet. We're like, I can do a lot of the recording and the music stuff, and Head First has been working with us, and you know, we've been kind of pushing along. So we're trying to do it all on our own, you know, and see how it goes.
Yeah, our home base has been Sean's studio in his basement.
Yeah, my basement. Studio.
Awesome.
When
It's
when you
free.
play the actual track, the only thing from that track that was recorded in an actual studio, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
are the drums. Everything else was done in his basement.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
So
And the beer in my basement is free.
Woo! When we come to record.
the rum isn't.
I'm ready to come beatbox. Speaking of drinks, I just wanted to shout out the engineer real quick for getting me this water. It's so good. I miss Louisville water. I know that's silly. Louisville tap water is the best water, y'all.
Well, it's because you've been drinking New York tap water.
No, I send it through a Brita.
I was
Trust
going
me.
to say, even the Brita lasts about a week in New York.
And you need another one after that, man. No, there's nothing like Louisville tap water. So shout out. Thanks for the tap water.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, guys. Well, listen. If you're just tuning in, we've got Andy and Sean from Strung Out Loud. We also have our guest host, Robin Michelle Taylor.
I love her.
It's a lot of excitement in the studio
I
today.
love that chick. Robin Michelle. The Robin Michelle.
She's not too bad. She's not too bad.
And I think she's so fun.
she is fun. I agree.
Wait.
High energy.
Especially with her big glasses.
Guys, we're broadcasting live from Crescent Hill Radio in the basement, and if you want to, you stream us currently. We've got that video footage going on. And
You can see my glasses.
you can check us out. Crescent Hill Radio is your sponsorship. Is a tax deductible contribution if you want to make that. So check us out at crescenthillradio.com.
Please give us your money.
Okay, Andy, Sean. What are you guys going to be performing for us next? Are we going to go to the album? Or?
Yeah, that's it. We ran out of songs, so you got to play one that's
all right.
Sweet.
Pre-recorded.
So set the stage for us. Tell us what this track is. Tell us how long it took for you guys to record it, and a little bit about the song.
This is one of the first ones that we did.
No, it wasn't. It was probably like
See where I'm wrong.
it was probably like the third or fourth song that we worked on together.
Oh, yeah.
Best Scenes. That's the title. Okay, the way I came up with that is I was watching. I gotta tell it.
Yeah, tell the story.
It's how
I
I came
remember
up
you.
with the whole idea for the song.
Yeah.
I was on YouTube and I was watching a song clip from the movie Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And off to the side, on the little suggestions, it said, best scenes from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And I was like, best scenes? Man, that's kind of cool. And I wrote the rest of the song around it. So that's...
Yeah, she threw the words
but
at me. And
the actual idea behind it is when you have a great night with somebody that you really hot for, and how you feel about it the next day, thinking about it. It's kind of what it's about.
all those little memories flashing through your head.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then the ones that you can't remember, and you're like, oh, what did I do?
Those are the best ones.
They are. At least your friends tell you after what you did, and it's not a good thing, but you never know. Anyhow, that's it, I guess.
All right, you ready to play it?
Let's do it.
And the track name is again?
Best Scenes.
Best Scenes.
Best Scenes. Okay, here we go.
Thought the movement was like melting in the sun. Lost all control, gave it to you. Your eyes were saying, let me show you how it's done. You took a hold, you followed through. Best scenes from last night playing my head from the beginning to the very end. Best scenes from last night playing my head. Replay the best scenes over and over again. Over and over again. Close my eyes and see your face just like a dream. Losing myself thinking of you. Your kissing after let me through. I believe in your touch, your every move. Best scenes from last night playing my head from the beginning to the very end. Best scenes from last night playing my head. I replay the best scenes over and over again. The voice echoing in waves. I still hear you say, don't keep me waiting. So before you fade away, hear what I'm saying. Don't keep me waiting.
Oh, wow.
Power surge.
Y'all were so awesome. You blew out the power. You have to leave now.
We got zapped.
Oh my gosh.
Wait. You have to buy the album to hear the rest of it.
That's a good save.
You have to buy the album. That was just a teaser. But that was Best Scenes from Strung Out Loud, and that's Andy and Sean who are live here in the studio. If you're just tuning in, this is Louisville Arts Live. We broadcast every Saturday from 3 to 4, so we've got a little bit more time with us today. In the studio as our guest host is Robin Michelle Taylor, who's high energy.
Real quick, can I say something? Can I
Sure.
bring something? I just wanted to, because we keep talking about recording. And there's so, I, who am a Louisville native, who is now a transplant in New York, and I've lived other places. I really feel like we have the best musicians and engineers that the world has to offer. I really do. And so I just wanted to say real quick, if you're in New York and you need someone to work with, because I've got people listening in New York too. I just had someone ask a question, and they're not in Louisville at all. If you are in New York and you need someone to record with, I suggest, and this is just me, I suggest that you work with John Conver. And I was trying to find his Twitter page. I believe it's at JONCOVCONVER. I gotta learn how to spell one of these days. And if you are in California, go to the Facebook page for Amani Music and check out Myron Tate Brown. These are two wonderful people who have been in Louisville, have passed through Louisville, and we just have really great artists everywhere now. So check them out. And then also record with the people who record with Strung Out Loud.
Nah.
Wow!
And we want to thank Strung Out Loud for being in the studio today and performing live. It's always a great time when we get together. You guys are welcome to come back anytime when you guys have your album, and
Cool.
we'll actually play the full track for you.
If I can say,
The teaser track.
yeah,
The teaser
go
track.
to Strung Out Loud. You can look that up on Facebook. Become a fan.
Yeah, we
We're
should
probably
have
going
that.
to be posting a couple tracks on there.
We're trying to have that one posted by later on today, so please go and check it out.
Wow. And if I can plug myself real quick, because
Do
I'm
it.
shameless like that.
You have to be.
If you want to find out what's going on with me, please go to my website, www.therobinmichelle.us, because I believe in America.
America.
Robin, ROBIN, Michelle.us. Also, if you want to check out all my cray cray, go to follow me on Twitter at the R Michelle. And I'm always on Facebook. I don't know if we can be friends. You have to be as cray cray as me, Robin Michelle Taylor on Facebook.
Thank you again for being in the studio today, Robin. And
for
Andy,
having
Sean, is there any way that folks can reach out to you, follow you? Is there contact information for any shows that you'd like to plug? Any
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
opportunities for folks to come out and check you out in the near future?
We are actually playing tonight at Wix in New Albany. And we are there from, what is it? Is it 9 to 1? 9 to
Something
1
like
o'clock.
that.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
We start at 9 p.m.
Come out, eat some pizza, drink some beer, listen to
It's
us.
good pizza.
Yeah.
Just butcher some 80s songs. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. We love the 80s.
Last time that wasn't last time, but the time before we were there, someone actually ate our pizza. It was an awesome
Oh,
story.
yeah. That was really cool.
So we learned our lesson. When you order food and you're in the band, get it
Hide
in a
it.
box and hide it, because someone will eat that stuff.
To have them
Right
bring
in
it
front of
straight
your
to the
face.
stage.
That's right.
Yeah,
Man,
we I think we have a show. We play at Gerstels and Diamonds quite often.
Yeah,
So
we
just
bounce back and forth.
go to Strung Out Loud on Facebook, and under the events option, we list all of our shows every week. But tonight it's Wix, New Albany.
Yeah, come out there. Post some band name suggestions. Tell us stuff you like. Look at our dumb pictures. It'll be fun.
Sounds great, folks. Take the opportunity to tell them what you think their band name should be.
That's
so
right.
Woo. I think it should stay that one. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And I want to thank Sean for I've known Sean for a little bit, and I'm so glad that he invited me over, because I was just like, just come to Maine if I would do. It's like, no, you're getting on the radio. I'm like, yeah. Let's do this.
Well, she took it up a notch today, so thank you so much for coming out, Robin. We got a quick calendar of events that we need to go through real quick. These are live Louisville Arts events around town. Now through the 28th is Hagen McGee on display at the Garner Narrative Contemporary Fine Arts at 642 East Market Street. 641-8086 is their phone number, or visit garnernarrative.com.
This past Thursday night, June 20th, was the kickoff and runs till July 14th of the Kentucky Shakespeare Festival 12th night, held at Central Park Tuesday through Sunday, 8:30 p.m., and you can check them out at kyshake-spear.org.
June 21st through the 29th, Theater 502 presents Dead Man's Cell Phone at the Barron's Theater at 131 West Main Street. Cost is $15 and starts at 8 p.m. Check them out at theater502.org.
Tonight, Sunday night, June 23rd and June 30th, workshop, Song Power Heightening the Experience of Writing, Performing, and Getting Your Best Song, held at the Briar Patch Audio Productions. Cost is only $30, and that's starting at 7 p.m. Now, for more information, call Fred Bogert at 502-526-8082.
June 24th is the Taste of Frankfurt Avenue at the Clifton Center. The address is 2117 Payne Street from 4 to 7. Features food and beverage sampling from more than 25 restaurants. Visit www.cliftoncenter.org for more information.
Man, I'm going to that one. Wednesday, June 26th, Middle Class Rut with American Fangs. Diamond Concert Hall in the Highlands, 630 Barrett Avenue. For more information, visit www.diamondpubandbilliards.com or call them at 502-690-7040.
Wednesday, June 26th is Louisville Arts Live. Diamond Pub and Billiards in the Highlands, 630 Barrett Avenue. It's always free from 7 until whenever. Come show your talent, express yourself, all mediums of art, and collaborating once a week in this event. Follow us on Facebook at LouisvilleArtsLive.com or Twitter at Louisville Arts.
Saturday, June 29th, Cabum album release party. Woo! Diamond Concert Hall in the Highlands, 630 Barrett Avenue. Let me say that again, 630 Barrett Avenue. For more information, visit www.diamondpubandbilliards.com or call them at 502-690-7040.
Tune into the show on Saturday starting at 3. It's Louisville Arts Live every Saturday. We broadcast live here from Crescent Hill Radio. We want to thank everyone that's been in the studio today. Our special guest, Robin, who's been hosting with me, and she's got high energy, and we want to thank her for that. And then we also want to thank Strung Out Loud, who's been performing today. Andy and Sean, thank you guys again.
Thanks,
Thanks for having us. We appreciate
Good time.
it.
All right, guys. Now, in closing, before we say goodbye and part ways, do you guys have anything you'd like to say about upcoming things for yourself? Any ways to contact you, or anything that you would like to mention for helping another artist out in a collaborative voice?
Man, just keep your eyes on our Facebook. Please come check us out. We're going to post more songs up as we get them done. We got 5 that are just about finished now, and we'll post them up as the mixes get done. Then we're going to pull Van back in the studio and record some more, and we're putting a band together, so we're hoping by around September we'll be playing out at the Yum Center, so it'll be awesome.
Sure.
Nice. I say, just keep
On the
going.
front steps.
keep going to events like Made at 502. I was telling Sean, I used to perform with Homefront, which was airing before this. I forgot to say something about them, and support them also. Also support anybody that you know from Louisville in any facet, because it's going to be awesome. Like I said, if you're not in Louisville, if you're in New York and you need someone to work with, I know a couple people, so make sure that you hit me up, therobinmichelle.us or Twitter at thermichelle. And I've got a closing quote.
Once again, our sponsors, Crescent Hill Radio is a nonprofit internet radio station dedicated to bringing local and regional produced music, performance, and community radio to the Louisville area and the world. We broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with no commercials. And we want to thank again Glass Tank Productions, who's a sponsor. And this Glass Tanks, is a Glassroots record label here in Louisville, Kentucky, with dedication to artist rights as well as well-being. When they look with the artist, they look at the marketing, which is out of the box, and check them out at glasstankproductions.com for all their live events. And Robin, if you don't mind, can you close us out with a quote?
I've got a quote from the piano man himself, Billy Joel. I think music in itself is healing. It's an explosion expression of humanity. It's something we are all touched by. No matter what culture we're from, everyone loves music.
Tune in next week at 3 o'clock. And that was Billy Joel.
Billy Joel, the music man, the piano man himself.
Thank you guys for coming out, tuning in. Just want to say anything with the later one?
Now here's a song from Cabin.
Rescue me, I'm dying, please come dance with me. I'm stuck with her and you're over there, burning up the dance floor. I don't suppose you'd happen to know a place to hide and make out all night. That was so cool, the way you wrote my name on all your phones. The notes you wrote, geometric folds, circle yes or circle